Hello, everyone. Today I'm talking about keeping up appearances. If you do not know me, my name is Judy. I'm a life coach. I inspire positive life changes in teens, particularly those who are troubled or are at risk. If you want to know more about me and the work I do, please click on the link below, above this video. It will take you straight to my website where you can find lots of information. And you can also download the free offer I have for you, which is entitled Turning Your Life Around the First 3 Steps. If you have not watched any of the episodes from the British sitcom, which is entitled Keeping Up Appearances, I really would like you to search on the internet and watch at least one of the episodes. In this sitcom, there's a lady called Mrs. Bucket. Her name is spelled Bucket, but she insists throughout all of the episodes that the name is pronounced bouquet, simply because she tries to or she pretends to be part of the upper class, which she clearly is not. And throughout the episodes, all she does is to try to keep her family away from giving her up, in terms of the way they will behave in the presence of the upper class people or how they would talk. So I'm encouraging you to look for this sitcom and watch at least one episode and you'll know what I'm talking about. The theme that runs through that sitcom for me is similar to what is happening now to a lot of us, particularly our teens on social media, pretending to be who they are not. The sad but interesting thing though is that whilst they are pretending to be who they are not, they believe that um, the stuff they see on the pages of other teens or they read on the pages of social media pages of other teens, they believe them to be true. This behavior keeps causing conflicts in families because some people see stuff that they want parents or guardians cannot afford, and it's a whole mess in the house. There are those who have become greedy as a result of some of these things, and there are those whose self-esteem have been negatively affected by this so-called keeping up appearances thing or pretending to be who they are not. And there are those who have actually landed in the grips of the law. They are in the criminal justice system because of this. I want to tell my teens today that all that glitters is not gold. Not everything you see on social media or any social media platform is true. Some may be, but most of the things are not true. Who wants to put out negative stuff about him or herself? Nobody. Even when we are trying to post pictures, I'm sure you all do it. We flip through to see which one is the nicest before we post it. Unless, of course, you are doing like a live recorded video or, a live video, or, you just decide that, okay, today I don't care about anything, I'm posting it. But most of the things, people take time to even what's that thing that we do these days? It's not Photoshop. What's the other one? Trying to, there is a word for it. I think people do a lot of it on Snapchat, right? Trying to change the features and all of that, just to make sure that it looks perfect or looks the same in a way that other people will, you'll gain a lot of likes and all of those things. They are all pretense. Some of them may be true, some of them are not true. But if you rely on them, then and and allow yourself to be affected negatively, then you need to take a second look at it. Like I was saying, it is better for you to be yourself and work towards who you want to become than to pretend, because when you begin to pretend, everybody sees you in that light, and the moment it wears off, the fakeness wears off, people see who you are, and then all those who came into your life because you were pretending will go out of your life and you will be miserable. There are juveniles who pretend they don't have any gifts or any talents in school because they don't want to participate, and the only reason is that they, for example, if it's sports, their parents or guardians may probably not be able to acquire for them the kind of sports cleats or sports boots or whatever that they want to get. Maybe they have friends on the same team or friends in other sports who have specific, shoes, and they want to have the same thing. And so if they cannot have it, then they can't do anything. And so they just let go. That is just you limiting yourself and not giving yourself the opportunity to grow and to learn new things. Okay. There are others who have gone to the extent of stealing in order to get the things that they want, in order to fit in. There are people who have friends in school and they belong they belong to cliques, right? And if they don't have certain dresses, if they don't have certain types of shoes, then they cannot belong. And so everybody in that group tries to have those things, to get those things. And if you are one of these people and your parents or your guardian cannot afford, then you are forced to do other things, either get a boyfriend to buy it for you, or in most cases with the males, they have to steal. I'm not saying that the girls don't steal. Some of the girls steal as well, but the boys also steal. And they find themselves on probation. They find themselves in detention centers. Some of them find themselves even in jail. If you're a teen listening to me right now, I don't think you want to find yourself in any of these positions. All that glitters is not gold. You can work towards who you want to be and be happy with yourself. And I want to tell you this, that anybody who doesn't like you for who you are or what you have right now, that person does not need to be in your life. Don't pretend in order to please another person, in order to please your classmate, in order to please your schoolmate, in order to impress a boyfriend or a boy that you have a crush on, or a girl that you have a crush on. Because when they find out that you were pretending, or you were just fake, or you borrowed that thing that you were showing off, or you stole it, you have lost them forever. You didn't even have them in the first place, and you are never going to have them. I hope you understand what I am saying. If anybody does not like you for who you are or for what you have right now, that person does not need to be in your life. Don't pretend, don't keep up appearances. Be who you are. Accept the fact that this is what you have and live with it. My mom always says that if you don't have it, you live without it. But you make sure that you work towards it genuinely, the right way. That is what you want to be doing. And when you behave that way, when you be yourself, when you don't pretend, when you don't keep up appearances, your behavior will attract the right people. You will attract the right people who will influence you positively, who will help you, guide you, and make sure to motivate and inspire you to achieve your dreams. And so this is all I have for you today. Until I speak to you again next week, I'm encouraging you to stop keeping up appearances and stop pretending, and keep fueling your greatness. Thank you.